Good morning, world. Today we're talking about 5 easy ways to improve communication in a relationship. First of which is to let your partner speak and listen to them. Very often in conversations, we find that one person is so anxious, so eager to speak, they can hardly wait for the other person to stop talking so that they get their turn. A lot of times you end up with interruptions, the person not being allowed to finish a sentence because their partner wants to justify, clarify, or in any other way change whatever it is that this person has to say. And of course, they spend half of that time when they're not talking getting ready, figuring out what it is that they want to do. Instead of doing all of this, take the time while your partner is talking, take the time to listen to what they have to say. Give them an opportunity to speak and listen to what they have to say. That way you actually understand where they're coming from. And of course, they feel heard. Give them the opportunity to let you know what it is that's on their heart, what it is that they're thinking, what it is that the person is asking of you. Because when you're not listening to them, you miss all of that. 2, let your partner speak for themselves and allow them to use their own words. Very often you find couples, they will boast about how we've been together so long we can practically finish each other's sentences. But another thing that happens, as cute as that can be at times, not all the time, but sometimes it might be cute, but when you don't let the person finish their sentence, a lot of times the way you finish it may not necessarily be exactly what the words that they would have used. So let the person use their own words to express themselves. And again, this is another place where the person may not feel heard. If every time they start talking, you can't wait for them to finish whatever it is that they have to say, you have to finish the sentence for them. That person does not feel heard. That person does not feel like whatever it is that they have to say matters in this relationship. 3, allow and accept discomfort. Conversations, especially in a relationship, can sometimes be uncomfortable. They can sometimes you may have silence. I know most people are not comfortable with silence, and we try to find as quickly as possible a way to fill that silence. Allow for the opportunity for a conversation to be uncomfortable, and allow for uncomfortable conversations to happen. Because if all your conversations are going to only be the things that you want, the things that you're comfortable with, you may miss a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of things in your relationships that may not get addressed because you are not allowing uncomfortable conversations to happen. Allow discomfort. That way you can allow yourself and your partner to grow, and allow both of you to be able to express whatever it is that you're thinking, wanting, and just be able to express yourself. 4, make communication a regular part of your day and a regular part of your relationship. Couples who communicate regularly have a tendency to be a lot more in touch, a lot more aware, and a lot more engaged with each other. You know what's happening. And of course, when there are things that may not be the happiest, the best, the easiest things to talk about, because communication is a regular part of your day, you are better equipped, you are better prepared to deal with those types of conversations because you are used to engaging in regular conversations and communication. Finally, always remember who you're talking to. When people are angry, especially, they have a tendency to say things, do things that they may not, that are not the nicest. It's important when communicating with your partner that you always remember that this is a person you love, this is a person you respect, this is a person that you are sharing and building a life with, and treat them accordingly. This means that you are going to treat your conversation, all communication with that person, regardless of how angry you are going to do it with respect, because after that conversation, after that particular incident, you are still going to be in that relationship with this person. And sometimes we tend to, especially in anger, say things that we wish we could take back. But of course, there's no take back when it comes to whatever comes out of your mouth is already out. Quick recap. 1, allow your partner to speak and listen to them. Don't wait for your turn to speak. Just listen to what the person has to say. 2, let your partner speak for themselves using their own words. 3, allow and accept for some discomfort in conversations and communication because sometimes it happens. 4, make communication a regular part of your relationship and of your day. And finally, always remember who you're speaking to, because at the end of the day, at the end of the conversation, this is still your partner and this is still the person that you're sharing a life with. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.